Welcome to Transport Phenomena Lab. Today we are going to perform an experiment on venturimeter. So basically, what is a venturimeter? A venturimeter is a device which is used to measure the rate of flow of a fluid flowing through a pipe. So in this experiment, we are going to find out the coefficient of discharge of the venturimeter. So the formula for the coefficient of discharge of venturimeter is nothing but that is CD. CD is nothing but the coefficient of discharge, that is equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. So to find out the coefficient of discharge of the venturimeter, first we have to know what is Q actual and what is Q theoretical. So to find out the Q actual, we have a formula for Q actual, that is Q actual is equal to A into H by T. This is the formula which we basically use to find out the Q actual. So here what is meant by A is nothing but the area of the tank, okay, and H is nothing but the difference of water levels in the physiometer, and T is nothing but the time, which is in seconds. So this value, the Q actual value, basically we will get it from the experiment. And next, once we know the Q actual, we have to find out the Q theoretical. So to find out the Q theoretical, this is the formula which basically we use to find out the Q theoretical. So that is nothing but Q theoretical is equal to A1 into A2 into root of 2GH by root of A1 square minus A2 square. So here, if you see what is A1 and A2, A1 is nothing but the area of the pipe, and A2 is nothing but the area of the throat area, and G is the acceleration due to gravity, and H again we will find it out by using this formula. That is nothing but the SH by SL minus 1. This is nothing but the SH is nothing but the specific gravity of the heavy liquid. Here we are using the mercury. And SL, that is specific gravity of the liquid, that is water we are using. So this is nothing but the specific gravity of the mercury is, we know that it is 13.6 by the liquid is 1. The specific gravity of the liquid is 1. So 13.6 by 1 minus 1, that is 12.6. And this H1 minus H2, that is the difference which we get it, the difference of the liquid levels which we get it in the manometer. Okay. So from this formula we will get the H value, and this H value we will substitute here, and again you know the A1 and A2. So if you substitute all the values, we will get the Q theoretical. So you know what is Q actual from this experiment, and you know the Q theoretical from the dimensions of the equipment, and you have to substitute those values here, and you will get the coefficient of discharge. So this is what we have to actually find in this experiment. So now we will go to the experiment part. We have discussed about venturimeter. Now we will perform the experiment. So before performing experiment, we will first we will see the experimental setup. Okay. So this is actually the experimental setup for the venturimeter, and this is actually the venturimeter. Okay, venturimeter. Okay. So this venturimeter basically consisting of three parts. One is this convergent part, and this is called the throat, and this is called the divergent part. So this is actually the venturimeter, which is connected to the pipe. Okay. So this venturimeter is connected to this pipe. Now, you see here, now we have to find out the coefficient of discharge. Okay. Now this experimental consisting of this is the reservoir, and this is the collecting tank, and this is the motor. Through this motor we will pump the water, and this water will flow into this pipe through this pipe, and actually this experiment is consisting of two parts. Okay, as just now we have seen, to find out the coefficient of discharge, we have to first calculate the Q actual and Q theoretical. Okay, so to find out the Q actual, okay, as we have seen in the formula, so what we require is Q actual is nothing but it is the area into height by A into H by T. That is the formula which basically we use when you finding out this Q actual. Okay, so Q actual basically we find it out from this. Okay, so in that the area whatever we have discussed, that area is equal to the area of this tank. Okay, it is 39 into 39.5 centimeters. That is what we have mentioned here. Okay, and height H whatever it is there, that is nothing but which comes from the difference in the levels of the water. Okay, it is represented in this physiometer. It is around, now it is showing around 2.5. Now we will allow the water to flow into this tank for a period of 20 seconds, and then we will check the height of the water level in this tank through this piezometer. So the difference in the height of the level of the water in this piezometer will give the H value, and the T is nothing but the time. So we will allow the water to flow like this for 20 seconds. So Q theoretical is equal to A0 into A1, A1 into A2 into root of 2g H by A1 root of A1 square minus A2 square. Okay, so here when you are finding out the A1 and A2, A1 is nothing but the area of this pipe. Okay, this pipe, area of this pipe. To find out the area of this pipe, first you have to find out the diameter. So here the diameter of this pipe is 2.5 centimeters. Okay, once you know the diameter of the pipe, you can find out the area, that is pi d square by 4 formula. Okay, from that we will get the A1 value. And the A2 is nothing but the area of this throat. This throat area is nothing but A2. Okay, to find out this throat area, we need to find out the diameter. So the diameter of this throat is 1.5 centimeters. Okay, so once you know the diameter, you can find it out again the area through the same formula, pi d square by 4. So by this we will get A1 and A2. Okay, once you get A1 and A2, now we have to find out the H. We know the specific gravity of the mercury is 13.6. So 13.6 by 1 minus 1, so we get 12.6 into the difference in the levels of the liquid in this the nanometers. Okay, so that will give your H value. And other than that, we know the A1 and A2, we know the H values, and also we know G value also is 981. So from this we can find out the Q theoretical also. So once you know the Q actual from this and Q theoretical from this, and we can find out the quotient of discharge, that is CD is equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. Now we will find out the Q actual. So further we have to allow the water to flow into this tank for 20 seconds. So we will allow this water to flow for 20 seconds to find out the Q actual value. Start. Now we will check the height, that is H2. It is exactly 7. The H2 is showing 7 now. Okay. Now we know H1, that is 2.5, and H2 is 7. Now T is 20 seconds. Now we can find out the Q actual. Now we have to find out the Q theoretical. Basically Q theoretical we will find out from this nanometers. Okay, for that we required H1 and H2 values. So H1 value we will get it from the right limb. Okay, this is the right limb which represents the H1 value, and this is the left limb which represents the H2 value. Now here if you see the level of the mercury in this right limb, if you see, it is H1 value is around 16.8 it is showing, and the H2 value it is showing it is around 15. Okay, so with these values we have to find out the H value that we have to substitute in the Q theoretical. Till now we have done the experiment and we got some readings of Q actual and Q theoretical. Now we will see the calculation part of the Venturi meter. We know that the Q actual formula is A into H by T. Now the area is, as I have mentioned, 39 into 39.5, that is a tank area. And the height H, find out that this H value is the formula, that is H2 minus H1. So initially the height of the water in this tank is 2.5, and after 20 seconds we have calculated the height, that is H2, that is we got 7 centimeters. So the difference of these two is 4.5. So that is nothing but the H value, that is 4.5 centimeters. So that we have to substitute here. And T, we have allowed the water to flow into the tank for 20 seconds. So the T value we have mentioned, that is 20 here. So from this formula you will get the Q actual, that is 39 to 39.5 into 4.5 by 20. So this gives the Q actual, that is 346.61 centimeter cube per second. Now we will find out the Q theoretical. Q theoretical is equal to A1 into 18 root of 2GH by A1 square minus A2 square. So here A1 and A2 are the, as it's mentioned, that area of the pipe, that is A1, and A2 is the area of the throat. So we have to find out the A1 value. So we know the D1, that is the diameter of the pipe, that is 2.5 centimeters. So for finding out the A1, this is the formula, that is pi d square by 4. So we have to substitute this value here with this, and we will get the A1, that is 4.90 centimeters square. Now for finding out the A2 value, we have to know the D2, that is the diameter of the throat. So we know that is 1.5 centimeters. So from that we can find out the A2 value. So that by using this formula, so we got the A2, that is 1.76. Now we know A1, A2, we know the G, that is 981, and H, to find out the H value, this is the formula. So this 12.6, we got it from here. Okay. So this 12.6 minus H1 and H2. H1 and H2 values, we got it from the nanometers. So H1 we got it as 16.8 and H2 we got it of 15 from the experiment. So we have substituted these values and we found out the H value here. So we know now, we know A1, A2, we know G, we know H. Now we have to substitute all these values in this formula. So we have substituted that here to find out the Q theoretical. So Q theoretical is equal to 4.90, that is your A1, and A2 is 1.76. So that also we have found it from here, and that is into root of 2 into G is 981, and this difference that is 16.8 minus 15, that into 12.6, that will give your H value, that is 22.68. That also we have substituted here by root of A1 square minus A2 square. So that is 4.90 square minus 1.7 square. So after calculating, we got the Q theoretical, that is 397.81 centimeter per second. Now we know the Q actual here, and we know the Q theoretical. So now we can find out the discharge. So the formula for finding out the coefficient of discharge is this is the formula, CD is equal to Q actual by Q theoretical. So we have substituted Q actual value, that is 346.61, and the Q theoretical is 397.81. Now we got the coefficient of discharge, that is 0.87. This is the coefficient of discharge for the venturimeter. Similarly, we can repeat this experiment for two more times. We can take 3 readings, the average of coefficient of discharge of the venturimeter, we can find it out.